Hello everyone, I just wanted to hop on here and first of all, excuse this. I didn't feel like putting on makeup. It's a snow day at work and I've decided that I'm going to let my skin rest for a little bit because I have some major breakouts that hopefully you can't see because there's amazing little sun glare going on over here. But I mainly wanted to hop on here because a lot of you guys, not on YouTube but on TikTok, have said that you wanted me to record the process of me making my Wendigo costume. So I decided that I was going to do that. I don't know what I was trying to say. But this is going to be my very first full body costume. I'm making hooves and I'm making like a Wendigo dog skull mask, kind of like, you know, the furry community, but I'm not a furry, so I don't know how to start with that. So if you guys have any tips at all, just comment in the comment section, or, you know, leave a description or a link to something in the comments. I can't do anything with resin because I don't know how to work with resin. I don't know how to obtain resin, and I live in a very small apartment, so working with anything that involves something as messy as resin and as tricky as it is probably a big no-go right now. I do know that a lot of people use like cardboard or paper mache or clay, but I feel like cardboard and paper mache will fall apart very, very easily, especially if there is a chance that it starts to rain. And I do plan on going to like conventions in this. And then clay, I feel like, is also very heavy. I know that there's like a free-form, like airy clay out there, but I don't know what it actually is called or where to actually find it. So really, I'm just trying to find something that's going to help me make this mask as easily and as affordably as I can. I hope that's a good word. And that's basically what this channel has been trying to stick around, is that you're able to do special effects in cosplay within a good budget without using anything that'll make you break out in rashes or hives. Like, I can't use liquid latex, which is why no one has been able to see me in liquid latex prosthetics on this channel so far. But I'm getting off track. A lot of you guys voted on TikTok that I was to record the process of me making these costume pieces. And Sleepy Puppy in the back. And kind of go through different things. I'm doing this the way that I can, that I know I can afford, and that I know that would be easiest for me. So I hope that my process can also help a lot of new, like, first comers. I know it's not gonna look the absolute greatest. Honestly, I started on one hoof and I finished that hoof just to kind of play with the waters a little bit. And it doesn't look the best, but it's the best that I can do. I'm hoping the other hoof that comes out a little bit better, if not the best. Pretty much what I'm using is so our crafting foam. So I'm using crafting foam. I'm using Gorilla glue sticks, so that way I don't have to worry about my glue stick or my gluing falling apart. I'm using an X-Acto knife to cut everything out. I don't know if I'm allowed to like put that on here or whatever. I don't know. YouTube's changing and I don't want to get into all that bull. I'm also using black duct tape for the actual hoof part, and then I'm using black and white acrylic paint, and then I'll go over the acrylic with Mod Podge just to seal it. I'm also using faux fur that you can get at Michael's. I get a lot of my crafting materials from Michael's or Walmart if you're on a really strict budget. Michael's does have a lot of coupons and discounts, and the same goes for like Hobby Lobby or Joann fabrics. I love Joann fabrics, but I work like 45 minutes away from my home, and by the time I'm like, I'm gonna go to Joann's, I can't because they're closed. So you can get this at Michael's. I got it from the section that has like the boas and the feathers and stuff. So it has all the faux stuff in it. So like the faux fur, the fake feathers, you know, beads. It also has a few other cute little things like masks you can make into. But I chose black, and I'll probably go over the black with little strands of like white acrylic, just to kind of give it a little bit more of like a graying effect. Like it's not like the Wedigo itself is graying, but kind of give it a little bit more dimension. Being a hairstylist, I always want dimension. And then to show you how the first boot turned out, I used a boot that does have a heel because I'm still starting out. I haven't walked on heels that don't have heels yet. Once I'm a little bit more accustomed to it, then I'll upgrade myself into one of those. But for now, I started with this. As you can see, it doesn't look the best with the duct tape, but like I said, if you're on a budget, then it's going to just have to work. I did glue the faux fur. I had like 2 sheets, and it's a little wonky trying to cut it out. But I glued the faux fur around the boot, and I'll probably go back to Michael's and pick up another type of faux fur that's like a ribbon fur almost, and just kind of go around this outline just so that way it doesn't look like this pretty much, because this is kind of tacky to me. It's not like really anyone is going to see it. Right now I have just this basis on the other heel. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to go about it, and I start out with foam and kind of blueprint everything. And this is as far as I got on this heel, because I was going to try to like alternate heels while one is drying and setting, then I'll work on the other one, but decided to change my mind. I got these from Goodwill. A lot of the costumes that a lot of the clothing that I tear apart and turn into costume does come from Goodwill. You're not gonna want to go to a store and buy something that's like over $20, or you're not gonna want to go on Amazon and buy something that's gonna cost you over $100 that you're just gonna glue things on and tear apart. If you want to walk without the heel, then you know, sell that bitch off. There's going to be a series. Today is really just the introduction and part 1 of the series, building the hoofs. And then I will also demonstrate like what they're gonna look like on me at the end when we are done.
Wedigo.
Invincible.
And we're flying so close to where we belong. And we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. to see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. 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 That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm in when you are by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm in when you are by my side, when you don't wake up next. Yeah, I'm the crack of dawn. I imagine you waiting by my doorstep. But it won't be long before I realize it's a picture in my head, in my And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm in cold when you are by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm in cold when you are by my side, when you don't wake up next. Yeah, I'm in the crack of dawn. I imagine you waiting by my doorstep. But it won't be long before I realize it's a picture in my head, in my
I don't wanna be caught up inside your self-righteous symphony. I would rather let this go than to bring it up again. But everyone I know, they're afraid of their own skin. With nothing left to show,